welcome back to my channel. Okay, so it is Tuesday already, and when I woke up this morning I was like, is it just Tuesday? Did Monday beat me up just that bad that I want it to be Thursday? Yeah. Anyway, it's Tuesday and it has been a busy day. We are actually on our fall break, you could call it, and it works out good because every day this week we have an appointment. We have a co-op day on Thursday, a hair appointment on Wednesday, dentist appointments, 2 dentist appointments today, which is Tuesday. So we got that done and it ran over. Oh my goodness. I'm thankful that I had packed our lunch prior because we were just now at 2:07 and the appointment was 11. They just, to me, they just overbooked. Like they were overscheduled and it shouldn't have been. And then they didn't see their regular dentist. I think she had maybe some surgeries or something, and she just ended up and came in afterwards. I don't know, but it was just so long. We got there right at 11, and we did not leave till almost 1 o'clock. And then we ate lunch in the car, and I had to run to the store to get a few things, and now we're back home. So I'm glad I packed my lunch. But anyway, today I'm going to bring you along with cleaning up and cook with me. I'm going to give you 2 recipes. A strawberry supreme cake, which is very easy. Don't let it fool you and think strawberry supreme, that's going to be hard. No, it's only like a few ingredients. Literally a few ingredients. And a vegetable beef. The vegetable beef, of course, I use the mixed vegetables with the corn, peas, carrots, and limas in it. And I'm also using 1 rinsed and dried can of Great Northern beans just to add a little bit more vegetables in it. And plus we like northern beans because they are kind of like a lima bean slash baked bean almost, whatever. I think those are like, I can't remember the name of those. But anyway, I have 2 2 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes with the garlic, oregano, and parsley in it. And then for my spices, I have right here is granulated garlic. Over here is black pepper. This is like a mixed herb, like herb of Provence, and then I have a little bit of brown sugar, some minced onion. You can use fresh onion. I just said it'll come to life. It'll come to life once it gets some liquid. Some paprika, a little bit of garlic salt, and some beef bouillon seasoning. And then I've got 1/4 cup of ketchup. I have always known my mom to put a little bit of ketchup in our vegetable beef. You cannot taste it. It just enhances the flavor. But I've also seen people use tomato paste. So maybe that's what we're trading off. We don't use tomato paste, but you can use tomato juice, tomato sauce, whatever you like. And of course I have 4 pounds of ground beef that I'm going to cook and this will be some leftovers for lunch. Okay. And so I'm going to cook up this meat and then we'll throw all the ingredients into the crock pot on high until you're ready to serve it. The beef will be cooked. The vegetables, of course, don't take long. So I would say once it starts cooking, no longer than 2 to 3 hours on high. And if you want to cook it all day, I would just put it on low. I've got an older crock pot, so mine doesn't give me the option of time. So I just pretty much just watch it and stir it occasionally. I also spray the inside and let it warm up before putting all my ingredients in there. I can do slow cooker on my Instant Pot and it works wonderful too, but I'm just gonna do it on this crock pot because it'll just work out good. And now on to the cake. For the strawberry supreme, I have a bundt pan. This is how I'm making my cake, but you can make it in a sheet pan or 2 round pans if you want to. I am using the strawberry supreme moist cake. You can make it from scratch, just add the ingredients. I'm just cutting corners with the box cake mix because I'm just cutting corners, and it's going to taste delicious. The cake will be super moist still. So you need cake mix, evaporated milk. You can use whole milk if you want to. Of course, follow the instructions on the cake. Just omit the water, but use the eggs and milk. You can even, if you don't have evaporated milk, just add whole milk, or you can add a little bit of whole milk and sour cream. That'll give some fat to it, or heavy cream, or half and half, whatever you want. A little bit of red food coloring, because we kind of want to make the cake a little bit redder. It never comes out this red. I've made this recipe so many times, and it still comes out as a light pink. So if you're fine with that, then that's okay. The red food coloring is not going to give it any flavor. Couple of drops of vanilla. Couple of drops, of butter. Hold on, my camera is not focusing. Butter extract. And that's it. And then right here, I have some sliced strawberries and sugar. These were the frozen ones. And that's all you need for this cake. And then, of course, eggs. And that's it. Right here is for the icing. I've got 2 sticks of unsalted butter and a pack of cream cheese. And then we'll use a little bit of strawberries in the icing and a little bit of vanilla. But that's it. So we're going to get this meal on, and then we're going to start cleaning up this house. Okay guys, so I wanted to come on here and tell you that I am doubling my recipe. You do not have to double your recipe. I am doubling it because I just want my cake to be a bit fuller. And if you are wondering what I mean by that, it's just for it to, be a bigger, higher cake. Because typically a box cake does not give you that, I don't know how to say it, like extra oomph in the cake. Where it makes it a bigger cake. So I'm just doubling my recipe, but you can use the same ingredients, but if you are going to double it, of course, just 6 eggs. Follow the recipe on the back of the cake. So yeah, guys, so the cake is out. Doesn't it look so good? It looks so homemade. Yes, this was a delicious cake. Like I said, it is so good and it is so flavorful. I will have all the ingredients in the description box. You gotta try it. I whipped up some homemade cornbread, and this is our vegetable beef soup. And I am on to the next day with another fall recipe. guys, and welcome back to my channel, Homemaking with Katrina. So I am coming with another fall inspired recipe. I am doing tonight my version of chicken and rice. I'm going to show you guys all the ingredients, but I'm going to do some cornbread. I'm not doing it from scratch today. Some Jiffy cornbread. I add just a little touch to it. Make it taste. Hold on one second. It's okay. Cash closed her in the pantry. I'm going to do a squash casserole, and I'm cooking some collard greens. I'll show you guys. I've already showed on my channel multiple videos of my collard green recipe. It's the same. It's nothing different at all. Sorry about my hoarseness. It's my thyroid, y'all. Anyway, we moving on. I'm not sick. But I'm going to show you guys all the ingredients for the chicken and rice and the squash casserole. I am doing white meat, but you can do, of course, whatever meat that you choose to do. You can do dark meat, a whole chicken if you want to. But trust me, it is so delicious and tender. I'm going to cook it in my Dutch oven. I'm going to saute it on the stove first, and with all the spices and stuff, and then I'm gonna simmer it in the oven. I've got my rice on over here. I like to use that 10-minute jasmine rice, y'all. It's a time saver, because I used to always do jasmine rice in the Instapot, and it turns out good, but it takes so long for the Instapot to, you guys know, to come up to pressure for it to lock and seal. And I could have made like, I don't know how many bags of rice by that time, and it tastes really good. You're able to, it's not starchy, so you don't have to go through all of that. Like when it cooks after 10 minutes and you take it out of the bag, it's so flaky and so good. So yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so I did big chunks. These are boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I cut up in nice sized chunks. I've got one whole yellow onion, a stick of butter. I'm going to also use a little bit of olive oil, and I've got some poultry gravy, because in order for you to have chicken and rice, you got to have gravy. My husband is bringing me some cream of mushroom and cream of chicken, because I need both of those for this recipe. So make sure that you use cream of mushroom, get cream of mushroom soup for our squash casserole, and you will need cream of chicken for the chicken and rice. Okay, I've got a couple of different spices right here. This is my salt, pepper, garlic. I got a little paprika over here in it. This is garlic powder. This is onion powder. This is some roasted chicken seasoning, some chicken bouillon, paprika, a little cinnamon and brown sugar, and of course some Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning is just oregano, thyme, parsley, dried out. So if you have all of that and you don't have Italian seasoning, you can just make your own. And so all these spices will go on the chicken, and we're going to sear it up and cook it in the oven for about 45 minutes until fork tender. And once that is cooked, and I'm going to show you the process, we add last the cream of chicken soup. Okay guys, so now onto the squash casserole. You need, of course, some yellow squash. You can do butternut squash too if you want to. I'm doing a de-seeded jalapeno and a yellow onion. And I've got some olive oil in the pan, and I'm going to saute it and saute all the vegetables. And you're going to only saute these for about 2 minutes. You want them to still stay firm, because once we put the cream of mushroom in there in the milk and top it with cheese, we don't want it to get mushy. And honestly, you don't have to saute it. It just, to me, I just grew up with my mom sauteing it, and I've been doing it, and it just gives it so much flavor. So let's get everything sauteed. Guys, so I sauteed it, the peppers and the onions. You don't have to do jalapenos. You can do bell pepper if you want, but just try it. It's really, really good. It gives it a different flavor. So you'll need 1 can of cream of mushroom soup and just about 2 tablespoons of whole milk. You can do cream, and you're just gonna pour it over. Y'all hearing the noise, you hear a miracle. You're just gonna pour it over and mix it in. And it'll spread out, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And around Thanksgiving time, you can do like the Frenchy crunchy onions. Those are good. Or the Townhouse crackers. Now I've shredded up some cheddar cheese, and I'm just gonna add this cheddar cheese on top. And this is gonna bake on 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. This is gonna go in the oven. It looks so good. 20 minutes. Okay guys, so now it is time for our creaminess in the chicken and rice. You'll need 1 14-ounce can of cream of chicken condensed soup. And then this poultry gravy seasoning, I purchased this large container at Sam's Club, but I'm pretty sure they sell it at Walmart or any other store that has large quantity of things. But you can also just buy the pack of the poultry gravy seasoning. I'm pretty sure that you've seen it. It's typically over there with the white gravy, the sausage gravy mix, the brown gravy, the beefy onion soup gravy, French onion soup, all those little packs. And you'll just need that, a cup of water, and 1 can of the soup. Mix it up very well, and then we're going to pour it over the chicken. You don't need to add any more salt and pepper to taste. I didn't need any more because I showed you my spices previously, and it is flavorful all the way through because we don't need any salty chicken. We just don't. We don't need any salt at all. So yeah, so you're just going to mix all this up, pour it over, and let it simmer. If it's still too thin, you can add a little bit of cornstarch to it just to thicken it up. If you've got too much water,
don't mind
still in your pot, like if it was cooked.
This is how it looks. I've added the water and
of course in your crock pot,
and 2
because
tablespoons.
You want the thick consistency, or you can just add 2 cans.
And we're just going to pour this over
and
the chicken
packs of
and let it thicken up and simmer,
and have the consistency
and serve it over rice. I'll show you how everything. I told you I'm just going to spice it up. I did in my cast iron skillet in the oven. You could do it on the stove too. I just melted 1 stick of unsalted butter, and then I'm going to pour the mixture in there. You just add sour cream to your Jiffy mix and a little bit of evaporated milk. It just changes it. It elevates it, make it taste homemade. And then we're gonna brush it with some honey butter. This is how it is looking right now. It looks so good. Look how tender and juicy the chicken is. It's all flavorful, seasoned up. And we're just gonna add, I'm gonna add the soup in there, and that'll be our gravy. Squash casserole. We've got our rice. We've got our greens. We've got our cornbread. Look how buttery that looks. And then the star of the show. Yes, our cream. I'll eat a spoon. Chicken and rice. Look at that. chicken is so tender. You see how tender it is? Looks so good, and it's so flavorful, y'all. Look how the chicken is. Yep, that is dinner. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you try these recipes, and I will talk to you guys in the comments. See you next video. Bye.